So basically, I just add this one now. Start the mail here. This one I don't know why, but just add all of them too. So when I create this one, I must send a notification to the mail servers and telling them that to I need to send a mail. So here I send active mail, which I have something called the string. Yeah, so it's all about the mail service, which is just here we send it and we have the mismatch thought it will be reduced a lot. So this was one of the things that I have to consider. So actually, I have something like this. I have this message here. So it will be sent to a subject in text and actually content. So this here, the only thing I need to is string two. So I have voice, send, active mails. Yeah, actually, you know what? It's not very important. I know the subject and the content will be the same. Like I will attach an URL in and to see if you can follow that URL and activate the account. So when I um, got the email, I can just import all of them in and yeah. So I have this simple mail switch. This will be used for. So I have the mail service implementation. Let's say implements the mail service, and of course we have to implement the method there. Implement method. So we have the send function here. So the default will be, let me see. So import simple mail. Content is here. So the email sender is the Java email sender here. Sender here. Just a quick reference. So I have a private variable. No, things are just. I hope there are no bugs in sec here. Anyways, so there's a question: how can I get value from property file Spring Boot? So there's an annotation for that. Yeah, I have this value, which is really important. So before I do that, I must go to resource. Here, I must add an. So here is the database configuration. Okay. So I have mail configuration. So here I have something called email, uh, mail sender address equal to, I would say, no reply and my email. That's for now. And go back here. I have same thing here. Just copy the whole thing and paste it here. So that I have an um, sender address. Yeah. So here I will just push it into the tool here. A form address. Okay, I can just say form for. And of course, for now I prefer short over descriptive message because sometimes you just want to make Okay, so this standard address descriptive enough. So this variable is will be used later for now. But okay, so further on, one of the most important thing is what do I send this mail to and what reason. So I should set it private. Vì ok mẹ để trên bàn đi. I will be back. So moving on, we have string two in this one. So this one is a little bit different with what we seen here. Just we set it to private, I think. So let's just remove this or not. So yeah, the interface is like um, so it's like where you can send do everything with it, right? So I would rather say I would use something called abstract method, and I'm not sure it will be used as a way to get the data from it, but yeah, so I would call it abstract method, abstract class. So here we have a private voice send abstract class. I just forgot how to use it now. So abstract class, yeah, to see how to really use it. Okay, so it's use abstract keyword here. So let's have something called sending. So we extend it actually. Just comment this out. So tell you what, I'm just gonna use implementation. I mean interface. The only difference is that the only difference is that how can I will send activation map, send activation. Okay, so the idea is very simple. We have the string, we have the token. So string we don't need title or subject. We just need send to something like that, and Um, okay, so the problem with sending mails is that once you hit once you hit the send mail to all user, you have a list of array list of user who they are inactive. So if I do so, I will have to send the mail again if mail haven't been sent it. So my flow is very simple. I want to put in the list of emails, okay, and then it's automatically send an request, to all of them, and then it will be stored temporarily as a single user. Okay, so we can space it down and it's automatically split it up. Then you write a send an activation mail, and actually user can modify that. I don't know. I'm not think it would be that advanced because to now I want a little bit simple to fix. So tell you what, I have no idea why this takes so short, like 2 minutes. Anyways, so send activation mail is about sending a list. I mean, if you have someone to talk with. Okay, I tell you, but I think I will start saying her that I really want to meet her, and we must make things work. Super Sick is over, so wouldn't talk about that anymore. But I will tell her that if anyway, one of the most important thing is I want to focus on what I'm doing. So let's move on with sending mails. We have, yeah, some people say that if I have a friend who are close to me, but they might distract me a lot. So the next move I'm gonna do is I will make the deal out of it short, quick, with no extension of time. I want to make sure everything fit with my style of living. So that's most important thing. So it won't affect all my works I have been doing. For example, like if I need to work, nothing can intervene me with that. Or I mean, interferes with me in that. And if I want to relax, there must be a suppliers. Okay. Okay. I mean, supplier here is not necessary to be a person, but it should there should be something to be socialized or to be fulfilled with enjoyment, to balance your life out without to stress out everything. So like Saturday night or something like that, I would really want to I have someone to hang out with, like going around the city and try to find somewhere nice to sit and have a good view to watch and have a good conversation after all. That conversation should be productive, either productive or either just satisfy one of my needs, basic human needs in social life. So that's all about it. But I will make a deal of it. So I'm gonna keep this phone quiet for a while, and we will talk. I will use the phone later when I finish my job. So let's, but just keep it here to see if any notification. Anyway, go back to the service I'm working on. We have the send activation mails. So here's the idea. The flow is very simple. So we have Lucid Chat, which I will draw a simple diagram of this one. Okay, so I'm not advertising for Lucid Chat. It's just a very good tool. So I think I should use to make my work, make the things working out. Okay, so let's go deeply in. Okay, actually I just forgot that. Okay, great. So here, I need to check mail a little bit. So with me a minute. So okay, so they have some issue. Okay, great. Let's start with a flow chart. So we just need a very simple chart. So let's create a blank diagram here. And we can remove this one now because we're not gonna use it anytime soon. So here the flow is very important. First process is user send user I mean admin paste. Okay, so admin, okay, it's okay. Admin paste in a list of emails. So that first flow. The next second thing is so after admin paste in the list of emails, emails are split out by line into arrays. Okay, so that's the second process. The third process is um, validate emails. Okay, so that's very simple thing. Now next, so create users. So here is very important part. Create user, activate status, uh, fails status inactive. And the more important thing is that to check where the email has been sent. Okay, so uh, we have another status which is not interactive but rather uh, no, now we can insert it, but we do not send mail right away. That depend on administrator, right? We have something else. We have um, so we have something like this. We have not status inactive, but we have status invite. Okay, so the invites mean we are sending mails. Okay, so first we send inactive. Okay, so the admin start you know what? Admin will start picking say mail. Okay, so after this kind of mail, uh, update user started equal to invited. Okay, so we need to make this a little bit more descriptive. So here we validate mail. So there are two way we can make sure it works. So first is if the mail is valid, it's valid. Okay, so is not, then we will have something. So so here is valid. Okay, let's I think this should be like this, right? We want a straight line. So it's valid. We will have two options. Uh, it's very simple. If it's valid, then we basically we create user, and if it's not, we have something, right. Uh, okay, if it's not, we have something called discard email. Okay, just the throw process here, and we say discard emails. Okay, so okay, okay, so that's first thing, and then I will click send email. So uh, here is the flow, next flow, okay, and then we add a user status. So there's two things happen at the same time. First thing is we update the user invitation, and then we send an email. So which happened first? It happened, almost at the same time, asynchronously. So um, mails is sent to users. Okay, so there's another process I forgot to add it. So what is the content of the mail, right? So because of that is an activation mail, so there must be a token generated for that. So to be honest, we should use SQL rather than MongoDB. But you know what? Because I want just to prove my, I just want to learn something new. So MongoDB is okay. We can still working on that. But there's something else we need to do, which is generate an tokens before we sending an email. Okay. So here's the thing: generate activation token. Okay. And then we have something called store to database, store to database, and then we start. Sorry, and then we start send it to user. Okay, so that flow is very simple like that. Nothing much, nothing big. You just have a token, and then that token is used to identify a user. So we can store like unique ID inside the database, and then we send mails to the users. That's all we need to do. So you know what? We will start from flow from the scratch from beginning. When you just submit that email here. So let's save it for now because we're not gonna use that anytime soon. So uh, just not gonna do that, use that. So this I will keep this as a private method. Yeah, private method. But I rather have another goal activation. But we're not gonna move on for now. So yeah. So let's go back to the ML controllers. We have something called we have some a service special service called. So we have a special service called um, insert emails. Okay. Sorry. Insert. For insert email. Okay. Not so much. Okay. Anyways, insert emails. That's more important thing. So list of email, you know what? We need a string, right? A string basically, and we will modify the string. Basically, we have a string of emails. We split it by lines, and then we will start working on it. We split it out, and we will send each of them into insert them to the database. So okay. So here's the problem. Where do we store the access token? Okay, so here in entity we actually have members, and we might just reduce that token, for simplicity. I don't want to have too much things to work on. So here is the thing. So we have uh, invited invite invite. Okay, so this one is number three. So to describe this one, I would say send emails on invitation to the user. Okay. Okay. It should link. It should. So if I click on this one, it must go to a special page. To announce to that users is that you are about to be activate account. So I'm not sure what is the URL. Okay, so inside the email I sent to must have a URL for them to click on, right? So there are many things to work on, but I will just join it all inside this member function. Okay, so you know. Yeah, so the activation email I will be configured later, but for now we have this email, and we have something called field for, okay, just say simplicity information to activate account. Okay, so here's the thing, we have uh, string string token. Okay, we have string okay, that's all I need, we need, right, that's what we need. So the token is very important, I would say. So then here we, down here we have getter setter, just like normal people will do. We need to add it in here. So that's a good thing. And yeah, token is generated. So let's go back to insert email. We have a string of email. So make sure it's short. It could be fine or something, you know, it depends. But it will do the same thing, which, you know, extract the data from it. So, you know, there might be an action which we send an uh, I don't know, upload an Excel file, but that's the later things to work on. And I forgot to check the mail. Sorry about that. So let's check my mail first. So let's check mail. Today is Friday, Sunday, sunny day. Okay, so there's a lot of. Okay, I will talk about that later. Just some email stuff, and just unsubscribe from this one because fuck it. Okay, so yeah, so send an email. So let's go back to here, and we need to insert now the uh, e- yeah. So now we need to split it up. Split. Uh, okay, let me take a quick look. Okay, okay. So split string by line. Uh, thereby, yeah. So that's all we need exactly. That's good. But I have another thing I want to work on, which is I want to change it to analysis. Is it okay? Yeah, I want to change it to a release. So let's erase to list edit as list. Sorry. So here we have our list string. And let's see. We can just list. Okay, so let's mm, okay, so we have for each. Okay, we have line for each and remove element Java. Then we can just turn it into iterator, which is a good solution here. So let's have this one. Okay, so we have validate email, uh, Java. So let's create a new utility for this one. So we have another class. Uh, I will put in inside utility and I will say radiators. Okay, simple say this is an um, uh, this is an component. Okay, and we have something we need, which is uh, we have public. Actually we don't need that because we're gonna import that anyway, so very static. um, okay, so just copy the thing